Hey, so if you're running an e-commerce store and you also have some blogs set up for your site, this video might be interesting to you. So what the idea here is that our team has created a simple custom GPT bot. You can see it here, and I will add the link to this bot in the first link in the description of this video. And this will be an evolving bot, and this is done on ChatGPT. But the idea here is that if you already have existing blog articles on your site, on your e-commerce store, the bot will simply help you to inject call to actions to those blog articles, ideally 10xing or even more. Also, of course, it depends on how well your conversion rate optimization or how well your copywriting is done on your blog articles. But odds are in most cases, you probably have a writer or you have someone that wrote those articles that maybe you instructed them, or maybe you try to add in some products there. But like almost always, we haven't really seen cases of our clients or from different e-commerce stores of their blogs where they have too many CTAs. So with blog articles, the thing is that because with AI and AI overviews and AI taking over a lot of the blog traffic, now is especially important that you focus on getting more conversions from your existing blog articles. So, and the great way to do that, once again, is just adding more CTAs, adding more call to actions. To just use, you can use AI for you. So you can use AI. You can just give AI a list of all your products, and then you give it your blog article that you want to optimize. And then AI can just simply read the article and give you suggestions where you could inject additional CTAs, additional call to actions, so that people who are reading your blog article, like they have a question about the products that you're selling, they have a question, you're answering the question with your blog article, they find the article. But odds are your current article is lacking in CTAs. It has too few CTAs. And you can just simply use AI to just go through, read through the article and give you suggestions on where to inject or where to add those call to actions. And we created this small bot. We will fine tune it. So if you have any comments, any suggestions on how to make it better, if you start using it, just leave the comment down below or just email me directly and we will. This is an evolving project, but it's already working quite well so far. So I just wanted to share this with you as well, not just keep it to ourselves. I think it can be rather useful for you. So I'm going to go through how to actually use it. And once again, the best place to get it from is the first link in the description, or you can simply go to redbat.agency/CTA. Yeah, so let's get straight to it. So once you get to the bot, like once you go to the link, first thing to do is just simply type start. So now the bot is going to ask you, who are you? Are you an e-commerce store, SaaS business, service business, consulting company, or other? And if it's an other, then you will need to specify. But yeah, in our case, we are running an e-commerce store. So let's just press 1, type in 1 and just press enter. Now what it's asking is for your site product sitemap. So you want to give ChatGPT a list of all your products. And the easiest way to do that is to simply go to your sitemap.xml file and share it with ChatGPT. And ChatGPT also here is giving you some recommendations or where to find it if you don't know where it is. You probably haven't dealt with this file, probably your developer did. So how to find it is just go and type in yourstore.com or your website name.com/sitemap.xml. This is where to start. So I'm doing an example here with a random website called coffeebean.com. And now just go and type in /sitemap.xml and press enter. And now from here, what you will need to do with e-commerce stores, you usually, it's going to give you a few sitemaps. And what these are just libraries or lists of different pages on your site. So the first list here is a sitemap for products, for all your products. So this is basically a library of all your products. This is a library of all your pages on your site. This is a library of all your collection pages. And this is a library of all your blogs. So we are mostly interested in your products. So what you do is just simply grab the URL, copy the URL, now copy, Control-C or Command-C if you're on a Mac. And now go back to the CTA bot and paste the link to the CTA. So often it's unable to read the sitemap by itself. This sometimes happens. What you need to do then is quite simply to open up the sitemap by yourself. So it's giving you open the sitemap URL in your browser. So press on the link here. And now it's also instructed you to just right click anywhere on the page and save it as XML. So right click, save as. I've already done it for this site, but yeah, just then save. And now you're done with it. Now go back to the bot. And what you need to do here simply is to just upload the sitemap by pressing the plus sign here. Add photos and files and just simply add in the file. Now wait until it loads. And now press the send button. This will give it your sitemap of your products, so it will know all the products that are listed on your site. So it will have information on which products to add in CTAs to the blog articles. Now it's asking you to share the first article you'd like me to optimize with CTAs. So what you need to do is just simply go to any of your blog articles that you want to optimize and just paste the URL of that blog article and add it here. But one additional trick that I would, not trick, but like one thing I would recommend you to do, there's two things. First of all, in order for you to give you more motivation to do this, to actually do this exercise, what I would recommend is to create a dedicated Google Sheet or an Excel file, whatever you want to do. And if you have Google Analytics and proper conversion tracking, or maybe you have a Shopify plugin for that, just get a list of all blog articles, how much traffic they're getting, like on a monthly basis, and how much money you're making. What are the conversions from those blog articles? So you would have like a before section on one side. And then once you start to optimize the pages that you have right now, then you could start to create an after. Just to understand, like, okay, this was the before. So let's say blog article number 1 received 2,000 visitors last month, and it earned me, from those 2,000 visitors, I earned $550. Now I did this exercise, I read it, so now you can start to check, like, did it improve or did it actually do anything? So that's something that would make it more interesting to you. That's something we do internally with our clients, just so that we can show what works, what doesn't, and also to motivate ourselves and the clients further. But anyway, and one way to do this is if I show with Ahrefs, like for Coffee Bean, because they're another client, it's just a random example. One thing that I would recommend is to start doing this CTA optimization from the articles that currently have the most traffic, because these will be the biggest needle movers. So in their case, if I go to Ahrefs here and you go to top pages, you would do this with your own Google Analytics or Google Search Console. Just go and look at all your blogs and sort them based on traffic, how much traffic they're getting. So you start from the blogs that get the most amount of traffic, because this is going to move the needle the most for you. This is where you're going to earn the most additional income from, because these blogs are already getting a lot of traffic. It doesn't really help if you are optimizing the CTAs, if you're improving the conversions from articles that don't get any traffic. If the traffic is 0, it doesn't help if your conversion rate goes from 0 to 10, because they are not going to make any additional revenue. But yeah, that's the point. So start from the highest traffic ones. And to do that, you can just simply go to Google Analytics, and on the left here, under engagement, you can see landing page. And here you can add a filter for blogs. Then you can also export this information if you want. I'm not going to get into that here. We have another video on how to export data, but basically you just go here, share link or download file. Then it's going to give you this report. But what I'm doing is I would export all of these. These are based on sessions, and also how much revenue we are currently making from these blog articles. You can save this information. And then let's say we are the Coffee Bean brand here. What you want to do once you have added the site to ChatGPT is go and take one of your blog articles that's interesting to you. Now grab the URL. Right now, this blog article on their site doesn't have any CTAs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't see any CTAs here, no call to actions, so that's quite poorly done. What you can now do is just, it's asking for an URL, and sometimes the ChatGPT cannot read your URL. So what you then need to do is just, instead of pasting in your URL, you would need to come into here and just simply copy the entire article. And yeah, once you copy the article, just copy and paste in the entire article. Or you can go to, like, if you have your article open, you can go to edit in the main menu in your Chromes, and just select from edit. You can just select all, which is also Control A. You can just paste this in. It doesn't matter that you have all the menus. It doesn't matter. It won't inject or offer to inject CTAs to your menus. So just get the article. In this case, I'm just adding the URL. And okay, it says that it pulled the full article along with your product feed. Here's what I can do. Now it's asking you, do you want to proceed? Then just say yes. Please proceed. And also you can interact with the bot however you like. If you're not happy with any of the suggestions, or if you have any other ideas, if you need any extra information from it, or if you want more ideas. But yeah, like now it says, perfect. I matched your Coffee Bean products with the latte recipes in the article and crafted natural CTAs. Each comes with a placement note so that you can drop them smoothly into the blog. So what it does is that, like, simply giving you different CTA recommendations for this article here. And it's going to also tell you what to add and where to add it into. So introduction after the second paragraph. Here, could add in, just copy this in. Ready to try these at home? Stock your pantry with our barista quality latte essentials from vanilla and chocolate powders to single origin espresso blends. And then you can take the link and add the link in here as well. Sometimes it also adds the links in. So these are just the quirks of ChatGPT. It's also changing all the time. But the idea here is to use these recommendations from here. Also, keep a note of, like, it's also telling you where to add it in. Vanilla latte section, you could add this in here. I also recommend you to double check the link. So in this case, it added the French Deluxe vanilla powder, also included the link. But here as well, you could just simply copy this, but also always double check the links that they're working. So press on the links and see that this is really taking to where you want clients to go. In this case, it's correct. But yeah, you right now here, you got 7 recommendations. with the CTA texts that are tied in or that are incorporated to look natural within the article. You don't have to use these 7 CTAs, and if you want more, you can tell it to please create more CTAs, or you can just basically talk and have a conversation with the bot to do whatever you want to further improve the article. And also another thing we have added is to ask for additional conversion copy tips. So the prompt we created was that you are, or the ChatGPT is a $3,000 an hour conversion rate optimization expert. Please read the article and give us further conversion or rate optimization, or basically give us tips on how to further increase how much revenue you're making from this blog article. And here it has some ideas. And then of course, if you like any of these ideas, you can implement them, or you can ask ChatGPT for extra information. Hey, regarding your idea number 1, please do it for me, or help me do it. Give me ideas on how to do it. And it's also going to continue to recommend some additional ideas like create a sidebar. So that's the main point. Once again, I recommend you to start from the blog articles that get the most amount of traffic, and also to track your numbers if you can, because this is going to further motivate you to do it for all of your important blog articles. So I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, just leave a question down below to the comments, and I will get back to every question that you ask. And we will be continuing to publish these different bots for e-commerce store owners, which is our main target audience. And instead of us just keeping these to ourselves, we will share them with you in hopes that like maybe sometime in the future, if you need our help, you might want to become our client. But if not, that's okay. Just wanted to add some value to you. And yeah, have a great day. Bye-bye.